Now I would like to share information about one of our most valuable resources. Lead Forward has many things that we use in middle school science. If we go to the leadforward.com website, you'll see this screen and you see there's home, about us, and resources. We're going to work from the resources section. In the resources, notice there are many tabs. So when we are doing our planning, we want to make sure we use the things that are available to us. So in Content Builder, you see that we have snapshots, scaffolds, release tests, academic vocabulary, and now student learning reports. When we are using these tabs for middle school, everything is not available for science. However, there is some new things for sixth and seventh grade that have been added, and some things that have been revised for eighth grade. So underneath the snapshot for sixth grade, there is a sixth grade snapshot. So if you click here for sixth grade, here's the snapshot. Notice it has your process standards for you, the tools to know, and the ways to show. So this is how to make sure they know it, and this is how they show it. Then we have our knowledge and skills statements, as well as readiness and supporting. Please make sure that you use the tested information from TEA to determine what things are supporting standards for sixth grade. We cannot rely just on, you need to know exactly what the state says. However, Lead Forward is a very good resource for sharing information and for them to break things down for us. Going back to our resources, notice that there is also an academic vocabulary section here. This has been revised as well. And so this is what the academic vocabulary looks like for the sixth grade. Notice here under previously introduced, these are words the kids already knew before coming. And if you watch the other video, there was on this particular T, we said that the kids had no prior knowledge, and that is true. But they have dealt with the atmosphere and materials of the earth. But these are the things that are new vocabulary terms for them. Same thing with 6.5C. They've heard the term evidence, they've heard physical properties, and in fourth grade they did states of matter. But these are things that are new for sixth grade: chemical change, chemical property, chemical reaction, and precipitate. So we do want to use this information in our collaborative planning as well as in the classroom for our students so that we know what words they need to gain during our instruction. I also would like to show you some of the documents that are on the eighth grade that are also beneficial. For example, the scaffold for eighth grade for science, it will have in Excel. One moment. Okay, so it opens in Excel in this way. And on the very first page, it has all of the eighth grade TEKS. And if you notice at the bottom, there are tabs across the bottom that allows us to actually move throughout each of those TEKS. But they're also hyperlinked on the side. So if we're looking at the scaffold for 8.5E, we'll notice that 6.5C is a supporting standard or is a prior knowledge that they've had for 8.5E, as well as 7.6A. So this is a scaffolding going through middle school. If I go back into like 811A, Notice it goes all the way back to 5th grade. So going through the different TEKS, you can see what things, not only for scaffolds for 8th, but also for the other grade levels. So this is a very critical document for all grade levels. So you can see what things the students have coming to you, as well as why your information is important for the things that are tested in the 8th grade. Okay, going back. Other things that are here under 8th grade. 8th grade has the released IQ, which is also very important. So if you go here for the IQ, it's also an Excel document if you download it, but here it actually is a Microsoft Word. It is hyperlinked as well, so each tab is across the top, and you can find your information. So here we go, chemical formulas and equations. If we go to that section, you see all of the questions that were released for that particular content. So 8.5D, it'll give you all questions related. But as you scroll down, you'll notice that there are questions that are actually from the 6th grade and the 7th grade. Now here's one. So 6.6B is a tested TEK. So here you'll see all the questions that were related to 6.6B for the past 5 to 6 years. So every single one of these questions were actually on a STAR test. The way to read it is has the year the question was tested, what question number it was on that particular test, the test question itself, the process standard that was tested with that particular question, and that it is a supporting standard. Here, they give the state data, and your skills specialist can run a report so that you know what your individual campus information was for this particular question. So the 6th grade content is tested. So yes, you are in a tested grade level. Okay, and those are all of the resources under Content Builder. There are also data tools, accountability tools, and we run these accountability tools through Eduphoria. There's some information on the process standards, test accessibility, and that's where you find information for our special education populations. There are some instructional tools. For example, the side by side, which actually shows the changes in the TEKS for the new streamlined TEKS. They give you the new TEKS for this year, as well as the 2010 TEKS, which are the old outgoing TEKS. So here you'll be able to actually scroll through and see the differences. They actually have the color changes, showing what things were taken out and give you what the new TEK looks like. And all of this is available. And notice this one is for 6th grade. Okay. Workshops are things that often come to the district. Usually it's a trainer of trainer model. There are services that we benefit from occasionally from them, and there's also an online store. So we will be getting the science field guides with the new streamlined TEKS. They are digital, so hopefully we'll get them as soon as possible. If you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to email me at any time. My email address is lcbernard@aldinisd.org, or you can call me at my office. My number is 281-985-7962, and this is yours truly, Latanya C. Bernard.